Na mimi nasema hii ndiyo habari njema, hii ndiyo siku aliyofanya Bwana. Today is a very, very proud day for me. Today my heart is overwhelmed with joy, humility, and gratitude as I celebrate the silver jubilee of my episcopacy ordination. It is a moment that reminds me of God's unfailing love, His mysterious ways, and the power of His divine providence at work in my life. In this regard, I remember the words of Pope Benedict XVI in his sermon on 24th April 2005. He said, each one of us is willed. Each one of us is loved. Each one of us is necessary. Meaning, each one of us is not here by accident, but by design. Sisi wote hatuko hapa kwa sababu ya bahati mbaya, lakini ni kwa sababu ya mpango wa Mwenyezi Mungu. Hata ingawa mara kwa mara akina mama wakiongea hapa na pale, lakini sio sisters na sio wanaume wa mapadri, lakini akina mama wanasema huyu mtoto tulipata mtoto wa kwanza, tukapata mtoto wa pili na watatu, lakini wa nne tulipata na bahati mbaya, hatukuwa tumepanga. Lakini kwa hivyo nataka kusema Benedict XVI alisema hakuna mtu anaingia katika ulimwengu kwa bahati mbaya, lakini kwa mpango wa Mwenyezi Mungu. And therefore, looking back, I can only echo the words of St. Paul. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 10 puts, by the grace of God, I am what I am. By grace of God, I am what I am. And consequently, everything I am, I have. Everything I am is not my personal merit, but by the abundant grace and mercy of God. Hakuna kitu cha kujifunia. Chochote tunacho ni kipaji kutoka kwa Mwenyezi Mungu. Ulikuja hapa hukuwa na chochote, na kwa hivyo majifuno, kulingalinga ni ya nini? Chote tumepata kwa Mwenyezi Mungu. Nikiangalia safari yangu miaka 25, I would say the Lord has walked with me in moments of clarity and in seasons of uncertainty. He has lifted me when weak. He has molded me in silence. He has strengthened me through challenges. He has opened the door I have never imagined, and His Spirit guided me on every stage of my ministry. Therefore, wakati huu ninaposherehekea ubatizo wangu, namrudishia Mungu asante sana, na ninasoma kwa makini. Kuna kitabu mimi nasoma kwa makini ili nimrudishie Mungu shukrani. Nasoma kwa makini sana hii kitabu, hasa wakati huu, na ningetaka hata ninyi mkienda nyumbani msome kitabu, na mimi nitawaambia mahali utanunua ni nani aliandika, the publisher, so that when you go home, just as I'm reading this book, you are also read this book, and therefore you are able to thank God. Now, normally people are not allowed to write in the church, but this time I will allow you to write this book. You go, this title of the book, the history of your life. Because I'm reading mine now, of 25 years. You have yours, you go and read, and you thank the Lord for that. You have written the book, I have written mine, and therefore I'm thanking God for what He has done to me. Indeed, the words of Prophet Jeremiah are real. Before, somebody has said that, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I consecrated you. I appointed you a prophet to the nations. So, brothers and sisters, throughout the 25 years of my episcopacy, the Lord has graciously placed many individuals who have guided, supported, and accompanied me in my pastoral mission. Na ningetaka kuambia sijui kama ninyi mna bahati kama mimi mapadri, kwa sababu zamani za kale nilikuwa na profesa wangu akinifundisha many years ago. I don't want to say how many years because I'll be shocked. Now I'm talking about 1975, many years ago. Nilikuwa na profesa alikuwa ananifundisha. Na huyu profesa tunashirikiana naye sasa kwa misa hii. Usiniulize ni nani, ukitaka kujua wewe angalia ujue ni nani, eh? Tunasherehekea naye wakati alikuwa dean of students. Alikuwa amesimama na mimi nilikuwa nimeketi. Alikuwa akitumia chalk na mimi nitupia kalamu. Kwa hivyo sio ni bahati ya kwamba sasa tunasherehekea hii sherehe naye. I've been touched by moments of faith, pastoral affection, mutual respect, shared vision and mission of the church. And against this backdrop, I can only join St. Paul in Philippians chapter 1, verse 1 to 3 to 4. And I say, as with St. Paul, I thank my God every time I remember you. In all my prayers, for all of you, I always pray with joy because of your partnership in the gospel for the first day until now. I thank God for you because I have not worked alone. I've been able to manage those years. Of course, there are ups and downs because you have helped me. Alone, I will not do anything. And this, in the same line of what Benedict XVI, in his book, Introduction to Christianity, if you read that book of Benedict Introduction to Christianity, page 299 to 300, he writes, the nature of man is that he cannot exist alone. He needs company. The nature of man, this Benedict XVI, is that he cannot exist alone. He needs company. Somebody else, one of the greatest philosophers of ancient philosophy, put this way, and that's David, you know that this philosopher who put this way. We were together in the classroom. Right? This is Aristotle. Aristotle says, whoever does not live in a community, in a society, is either a beast or gods. Whoever does not live in a community, in a society, is either a beast or a god, but not human being. Because human being must live in a company, must work within the people. And even another African author, John Beatty, says this: I am because we are. And because you are, therefore I am. I find my life within the community. So, why is it that human beings cannot live alone? Hell and despair would dwell at the bottom of our existence in the shape of loneliness. Shape of loneliness. That is, loneliness is hell. That's why people commit suicide. So we must live in a community society. When I talk about loneliness, I am not talking about solitude. Solitude is not loneliness. It's contemplation, meditation, and prayer. So then, that means for a success, we need one another. And we are celebrating 25 years. It's not only for me, but also for you who have journeyed with me, who have supported me, the people that I've worked with. And now, reflecting upon my 25 years as a bishop, particularly in my role as auxiliary bishop of Nairobi, I must acknowledge the extraordinary privilege of having served under 3 distinguished archbishops, each of whom exemplified profound faith and exemplary leadership. Kwa hivyo, nimefanya kazi chini ya maaskofu wakuu watatu. Na sio tu watatu, mmoja wao ni kardinali, the prince of the church. The prince of the church. I've worked under him. I mean, what a great joy. Eh? I am eternally grateful to have begun my Episcopal ministry under the late Archbishop Lavero Dingi Mwanawanzi, of blessed memory. He entrusted me with considerable responsibilities and supported me generously in the early years of my service. May his soul rest in everlasting peace. Subsequently, I was blessed to work alongside His Eminence Cardinal John Joel, Archbishop Emeritus of Nairobi. He has been, to me, a spiritual father, a brother in the ministry, and a devoted colleague. Of course, as I say, besides being my professor in the seminary. Your Eminence, I deeply appreciate, you appreciated, and your guidance and assistance and fraternity. In fraternity, your grace is extended to me. Above all, I give thanks to Almighty God for the gift of His grace, Archbishop Philip Panyolo, the current Metropolitan Archbishop of Nairobi. Your grace, you have been a true friend, a valued confidant, and a steadfast companion in the service of the gospel. Your leadership has been a source of inspiration, and I remain deeply grateful for your support. May the Lord continue to bless and sustain you in your ministry. Then to my brothers, my two brothers, Bishop Simon Peter Kamumwe and Bishop Wallace Nana, you who have manifested a special brotherly counsel and companionship, and I say, big thank you. And to the clergy of the Archdiocese Nairobi, I express my heartfelt appreciation. Your brotherhood, cooperation, and loyalty have been unmeasurable blessing. Of course, tumekuwa pamoja miaka mingi, tumekuwa miaka mingi. Hata pengine mlinipata hivi kabla ya kuzaliwa, nilikuwa padri, na tumetembea pamoja. And I can tell you that I'm very grateful for your cooperation. Hata ingawa wengine walikuwa ni kichwa ngumu, niseme wazi, wengine wanakuwa kichwa ngumu, lakini of course God does not promise us a free travel journey. What He has promised us, we trust in Him, work together, we shall reach there. We shall be there. So may the Lord reward you a generous service, and I can assure you that we continue working together, and you can count on my prayers, and you can count on your prayers. We are all seeking, we are all seekers. So I want to say thank you to the clergy of the Archdiocese Nairobi, and to the religious, men and women, for your unwavering support and the prayers you continue to offer for me. Sisters, you are, let me tell you something. Sisters, you are great women. Sisters, you are great women. Without you, we are not sure where the church would be. Without you, we don't know how the church will work. And of course, also women, you are very important. And they say that for any successful man, there is always, for any successful woman, there is a woman behind. So sisters, don't quote me wrong. I'm not saying that you are behind. We are working together, side by side, But you are a great asset for the church. And of course, to the lay faithful, Wakristo wapendwa of the Archdiocese Nairobi, I thank you most sincerely for the affection, prayer of support, and encouragement you have shown me over the years, and of course together with our priest. Your witness to the faith has been a source of consolation and strength, and may God bless you and your family. Of course, without you people, without the Christians, hata sisi pengine tungekuwa nyumbani. We are enjoying our work, our priesthood, because of you. You sacrifice a lot. Sometimes you deny yourselves even food to support the priest. Si sasa hata mnaona ni nani anaangali nzuri kama mapadri wetu, na wametoa wapi? Ni nyinyi nimewanunulia. Kwa hivyo nataka kusema Wakristo wapenzi, asanteni sana kwa usaidizi wenu, na tunautambua na tunawaombea, na muendelee kutuombea ili tuombeane ile imani tuliachiliwa na wa missionaries. The faith that was left to us by our ancestors in faith, we continue. So to all who have in various ways supported me throughout my Episcopal ministry over the past quarter century, please accept my profound thanks. Your kindness and prayers have made this journey possible, and I assure you of my continued prayers and remembrance. Thank you all for joining me in this celebration as we continue the journey of pilgrims of hope. May the Lord guide and strengthen us in our shared mission of proclaiming the gospel. God bless you. God bless you. And continue. This is a time that I feel more young now because of you, and full of energy, and you are a great blessing to me. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Asante sana Baba Askofu.